What is quickest in a drag race between the new BMW M2, the Audi RS3, the recently revised Mercedes-AMG A45 S, or a Porsche Boxster GTS? Well, we're going to race them over the standing quarter mile to find out, because I'm Matt Watson and you're watching Car Wow. Buy, sell, Car Wow. Now, let's find out about the stats on these cars, and we're going to start off with the Audi. Yeah, I'm going to speak to its driver. Hello, Yanni, how are you?
Young Matthew, how are we, my friend? That car is lovely.
I thought you'd like the one you're in because it's bright green.
I like the colour, but yours is something about that car. I like that. Do you know what it reminds me of? You know the old school E30 with the flared arches and stuff, like Ferrari Testarossa body kit as well. That's nice.
I think that's what they're going for with this. A lot of people actually have commented that they think it's a bit ugly, like the front's a bit awkward, the rear's a bit awkward. Side's good though.
Love it. I think the rear lights are a bit weird, but I love that car. I think that car's great.
Anyway, enough praise about my car. Let's talk through the stats of your car, because I know you've done your revision, right?
So let's do this. Audi RS3, 2.5 turbo, 5-cylinder, 400 horsepower, 500 Newton meters. It's an all-wheel drive car, 7-speed, dual clutch auto, 1,570 kilograms, and it's around 54 spondoolies, 54,000.
That is actually a first. Let's all just take a moment to give Yanni a round of applause. Yay! Well done, well done, well done. That was 100% correct. Racing driver Sam, your turn in the Mercedes. You've got to get it all right, and don't be looking at any phone when you're taking a photo of the figures. Sorry, I swore. Anyway, get it right, Sam.
First of all, Matt, let's have a bit of decorum. Good morning.
How this works.
Good morning, Sam. Sorry for my bad language.
Right then, I'm in a... Is this a Mercedes, Yanni?
Yeah, I think it's a Mercedes.
It's a 2-litre, 4-cylinder, 8-speed dual-clutch gearbox. It's got 421 horsepower, I believe, 63 grand, and it's got about 500 Newton meters of torque.
There's one number you've forgotten, Sam.
I don't know, I said the money. I don't know, I 63 grand. I said 63 grand.
Yanni, what is the one number that he hasn't given us that you did give us?
Weight?
Yeah, you see, I was being clever there. I was making you wait to give you the weight. And it's 1,500 kilos.
Is it exactly? I want the exact.
I believe it's 1,550 kilograms.
Okay, finally we got there, Sam. Nick, I know you'll have done your homework because you're a good boy. Tell us about the Porsche.
I can tell you about the Porsche, if you like.
That's a girl's name.
It's a Boxster GTS. It has a 4-litre, naturally aspirated, flat-six engine with 400 horsepower, 430 Newton meters of torque, so it's a bit down on those cars. It drives the rear wheels only, so it's a bit down on grip as well, through a 7-speed dual-clutch PDK gearbox. It's light though, it weighs 1,435 kilos, but it's expensive, 75,300 Great British pounds.
Just a quick one, Nick. Tell me how you say Porsche.
Like the girl's name, Porsche.
That's a girl's name.
And tell me how you say Peugeot.
Peugeot? Yeah, like the girl's name, Peugeot.
How can you say Porsche and you don't say Peugeot?
Now, because I'm not French, Matt. Apparently I'm more German.
Okay, how do you say Citroen?
Citroen?
Okay, Nick, so Porsche is a surname, right? And you pronounce it correctly as Ferdinand Porsche would have pronounced it. How come then you don't level the same respect to Mr. Citroen, Mr. Peugeot, and probably not Renault either?
Because when you go to Quick Fit and ask for new tyres for your Citroën, Peugeot and Renault, they laugh at you and ask you to leave. Whereas that doesn't tend to happen with Porsche.
You're just being a motoring journalist snob. Quickly, let's get some reality here. Yanni, how do you say Porsche?
I would say Porsche, but I like Porsche, and also Citroen, Citroën.
He was no help, was he? Anyway, bollocks. Let me tell you about this car. Right, so this is the new BMW M2. It's got a 3-litre twin-turbo straight-six, which puts out 460 horsepower and 550 Newton meters of torque. So it's winning the power wars here. However, it's sending all that power to the rear wheels only via an 8-speed automatic gearbox, and it's not got a dual clutch system like the other cars. It's a torque converter, which isn't quite as snappy. Also, it's heavy, this car, 1,720 kilos. It's a lot heavier than those cars, isn't it? It's quite expensive, £65,000. Woo! Wow, let's get on with this. Before we do, it's time for the customary Car Wow sound check. And I'm going to start with the BMW. So here we go, revs. no soft limiter, but lots of rev hang. No, it's sounding slightly like depressed. I think some of that noise is piped inside the cabin. Yanni, rev up your car.
Stops at 4, mate. Yours look like it revved all the way up.
Yeah, that's rubbish. Let's have a listen to the Mercedes, Sam. Go on. That's better. I can hear that. And finally, Nick, let's have a listen to the Porsche. Soft limiter again. Oh, well, that's that. Okay.
Matt, just quickly. I'm in an apple. Sam's in a banana. Nick's in an apple. What are you in?
A BlackBerry?
Yeah, was that a good reply, Sam? You like that one? Okay, fair enough.
Have you been thinking about saying that for quite a while I've been like doing all my pieces to camera?
And it's just when I'm looking over at Sam and his big bright yellow banana, I thought, you know what, we're all in fruit, and I didn't know what you'd be. BlackBerry? Yeah, that's quite good. I would have never come up with that, so that's quite good.
You're not a motoring journalist, really, are you?
Have you just met me? Have you just met me, Matt?
You could be a greengrocer though.
Not a good one, because I know apples and bananas, that's it.
Anyway, I want to say huge thanks to Auto ID, who has lent me this BMW M2 for the race today, and Auto Talk, who has lent us the Audi RS3. Their Instagrams are appearing on the screen now. Go follow them there, and there's also a link to them in the description. Make sure you do follow them though, because it helps us get more cars, right? Okay, now let's get on with warming up our tires. Okay, Yanni, do you want to go first? Give it a go. Not too close to me though. Do you know what? I better put my glasses on so I can see what's going on. Okay, stop that. That just looked like a lot of understeer.
Yeah.
Okay, so that didn't really work particularly well for Yanni. Sam, you're a professional racing driver though, so you should be able to make the Mercedes system work perfectly. Isn't that correct?
Okay.
There we go. That wasn't actually much better than you, Yanni, to be fair, so I blame the car rather than the driver. Oh wait, that was good at the end though.
Yeah, when no one was watching.
All right, so Nick, you go in the Porsche rear wheel drive. Obviously you're going to be able to do this no problem.
Oh, pressure's on.
Has that got an open diff?
No, GTS has got a LSD in it.
Yeah, that wasn't great, was it, Sam? Right, I'll give this BMW a go. Now, if there's one thing BMWs can do, it's drift. So if I cock this up, I'm an idiot. Yeah. Love a BMW, so easy. That's enough of that. Save some tyres for the race. I think we can all agree that the BMW did win that particular competition. Anyway, let's get on with the main event, the drag race.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, I'm ahead of everybody.
The RS3 launched really hard when he did it, but that Porsche's ahead.
Wow.
I don't know about you, Yanni, but it seemed like there was a delay on your RS3's launch.
Mate, how did you, I swear to God, yeah, I'm in the car, I'm like, the first thing I'm gonna say is, launch got delayed before I pulled away. And you said exactly what actually happened, so well spotted, mate.
That's because I'm a motoring journalist. I'm used to the Audi system. You have to like preempt the liftoff. It's a similar story in the Porsche, isn't it, Nick? But you seem to nail it perfectly.
This thing is an absolute rocket ship, but yeah, you're absolutely right. You just got to get that timing right.
And Sam, tell me your excuses.
So I actually lifted off the brake when Nick's hands were at 2 before they got to the top. So yeah, I'll figure it out. This has just got a big delay when you come off the brake. Same as Yanni, we were quite similar. But did everybody see the Porsche? Good God.
Actually, didn't everybody see Will starting the race?
Not Nick, he was actually next to you in the car.
So maybe if you look at the guy starting the race rather than Nick who's in the car next to you, you might get a better start, Samuel.
God, he's always got something to say. Just always, just waiting, just loaded every morning.
What can I say today? Ugh.
Oh, is it wearing thin, is it, Sam? Oh dear. Okay, right, so Nick, did I beat you in the end? I think I just about picked you on the line.
Yeah, I was ahead for a while, but it's going to be close, whatever the result was. But yeah, I think you're ahead.
Right, let's run it again though, right? And see if Yanni can get his timing just right and Sam can look at Will starting the race rather than Nick.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, he got his start there!
That's better. Oh no, he's gonna catch me. Oh my god, Porsche as well.
Pull it back, pull it back, pull it back! Wahoo! Gotta say, your launch, wow. Yeah, I think you timed that just right. And I think some people in the comments might be going that Yanni jumped. I don't think you did. Let's just double check with the steward though. Steward, can you just confirm that Yanni didn't jump?
Yanni did not jump.
Yes! That launch was brilliant. Absolutely wicked. Porsche though, who won?
I have no idea. I have less idea about that race than I do the first one.
Sam, have you any idea?
No, I got almost the same as Yanni, and I was just focusing on Yanni. I don't know where the other two came, if I'm honest, but Yanni's start was mega. Well done, Yan.
I've got to hand it to this BMW though, you know, rear wheel drive. Yeah, it didn't get off the line like that Porsche, but obviously the engine in the Porsche is further back, which does help it. But my God, this has got more power. It's 460 horsepower, and it shows eventually, doesn't it? You know, it just eventually came back. I think it beat the RS3. Whether it beat the Porsche or not, let's find out. So then, what exactly happened? Well, both the BMW and the Audi did the standing quarter mile in 11.9 seconds. But the slow motion action replay reveals that the BMW was just ahead by a nose. In third place was the Porsche. It took 12 seconds to do the standing quarter mile, and the Mercedes was last with a time of 12.2 seconds. Now we can have a rolling race from 50 miles an hour. The cars are in automatic mode, and we're in comfort setting, efficiency, whatever it is. Okay, I'm gonna call it in now, race the half mile. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, this kicked down good. The Audi was napping.
Oh my god, I'm last. And I'm not even catching. Oh my god, I'm so slow.
Yeah, this is quick, this car. Even when in efficiency mode. That looked to me like this BMW actually, even though it's got a torque converter automatic gearbox, not a dual clutch like the other cars, in automatic, in comfort, the kickdown's pretty responsive. And the Mercedes seemed pretty good as well, Sam. Is that correct?
Yeah, no, this kicked down really, really well. Yanni, while you were back there, does this look good at the back, the Mercedes? I was just wondering, it's hard to see it up the front, but just what do you think?
Today, Matthew, I'm going to be Sam in that race. So I was you, mate. And yeah, it's interesting from the rear, isn't it?
So what happened with your car, Yanni? Was it just like a bit slow? It seemed to be. It was like you dropped.
It took about a week to drop down. I put my foot down. I'm like, when you're ready, when you're ready, when you're ready. Oh, there we go. But by then you lot were long gone, and I was never catching you anyway. You were just pulling on me, all of you.
And the Porsche, was it pretty decent in the Porsche? I think you were a little bit behind the Mercedes, but...
Well, it's a PDK. They're so good, aren't they, these gearboxes? Maybe it wasn't the best, but it was pretty blooming snappy. And that was close between you and me at the end, wasn't it?
Did you go past the Mercedes then?
I thought I did, didn't I?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, Sam's nodding. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay, right, let's take the gearboxes out of the equations, go full sports mode, manual. Right, let's do it. Same thing again, rolling race, half mile from 50 miles an hour. Sportier settings, third gear, 3, 2, 1, go. Come on!
Oh, it just took forever.
That's so slow.
Easy. I mean, this is so much quicker. That was an easy win for the BMW. I guess extra pound, extra torque, just does the job.
I've got nothing to say, it was slow.
How did the Porsche do? Because that's the only naturally aspirated car here, isn't it?
Trouble is, it's so low in the rev range at 50 miles an hour in third gear. I was going all the way to 105 mile an hour in the same gear, so I didn't get to use any of the snappy throttle response because I didn't have any power.
Where did you come in that race?
Third, maybe? I might have been ahead of Yanni.
Do you know what? Let's do it again and you can choose your gear. So we're going to rerun. We're all staying in third gear apart from the Porsche, which is going to go in second. Same thing again though. Here we are. Let's get it to 50. 3, 2, 1, go. The pickup on the Mercedes is pretty good. Porsche's doing better now, but even then, Porsche, you couldn't quite do it, even though you had a much better pickup, didn't you?
Oh, so much better. I mean, that was, yeah, night and day difference.
The initial pickup on that Mercedes is actually really, really good, isn't it, Sam?
Yeah, it's really weird. Like, this has got loads of power up there, but then if we had a longer runway, Yanni would have pulled back on me there, I think.
And Yanni, some final words from you.
Our survey says,
There you go. Right, now we can have a brake test from 100 miles an hour. When we reach the line, full emergency stop. Hey! Hello. Mercedes didn't win that, and the Porsche didn't win that. I'm not sure between the Audi and the BMW. Do you know what I'm going to have to do, Yanni?
you're gonna have to get out. Let's get out and have a look, mate.
I think this has a slightly longer nose, so I think the Audi won. Are you pleased with that, Jan?
Very pleased, mate. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Listen, I want to say a huge thanks to the guys that have lent us their cars. Thank you very much, Auto ID and Auto Tour.